My bank cards. So you can see here that you are basically going to attach. So today, I'm going to basically tell you more about my trip to China. And frankly, it's very different because everything is in the app. If we don't have an app, especially if we don't have a Chinese, you can say ID card, it's really hard to use a lot of services. In fact, even places don't have change. If you get in cash, no changes. So because of that, I'm going to tell you what are the must-need things you need to do or the applications that you need to get so that you will not be stranded. Because I remember several years ago when I went, I literally had to borrow money from people to actually, do things because I couldn't use the app to pay for things. So I want to make sure that you don't make the same mistake I did. And also, whenever you visit, you get to enjoy it as opposed to scrambling trying to figure out how to pay or how to use cash to pay but not get change back. Or because a lot of places don't have a credit card machine anymore, a lot of places don't even keep change for cash anymore. So that's how different it is compared to other places. So basically, I will show you which app this is. It's Alipay. Is this one? Making sure you get the right one. So you'll be here. So you first create an account, right? So once your account is created, what you want to do is actually to attach the credit cards because in China, everything is by scanning. They don't. Some places don't even have credit card machines. So they basically go by this scanning, right? Otherwise, you press the pay, but I'm not gonna press that because I'm not gonna show you my payment code, but people will scan you and pay right away. So from that perspective, so what you want to do is so you look at the bank cards. So you can see here that you are basically going to attach your bank card, whatever that is, and then make sure that you type these cards. I recommend at least if you're in the US, one of each Visa, Masters, and Discover. And the reason Discover is important is because Discover has a partnership with UnionPay when I went there in the past. So even if your Visa and MasterCard that gets declined, Discover might still work. So once you have added these cards, then you basically can pay. The thing is, just using card will not work. And also change will also not work. So that's the first app. There's no Uber there. So DD Taxi. So making sure you get the right one, which is the Greater China one, right? So this one will be that interface, and it's in English. So you will be able to actually really, that should not be a problem. And I recommend you take Subway if you can, because Subways are really, really cheap, under $1. We open. If you have Uber or Lyft in the past, then it should be pretty obvious. So otherwise, right now, it won't work for me because I'm in the US, but in China, it will work. Another thing is for the Yelp, Chinese version of Yelp is called Dianping, which is this one. So when you open, unfortunately, almost everything is Chinese too, but it basically gives you all the reviews of everything. So if you know Chinese, it's great. If you don't, then you can skip this one as well. But making sure you pick the right area, like Shanghai, Beijing, etc. Otherwise, you will be searching for something that you don't even know. So that's basically it. So making sure. So another app, like this is a bonus. So another app you want to have is called Baidu Map. And it's this one. And the reason that's important is because everything that's not Chinese owned is blocked. So Google is blocked, everything is blocked. So one of the things really cool is they have 3D or augmented reality. So if you're walking, it tells you can hold the phone up like Pokemon Go. It tells you turn left, turn right with arrows pointing you, so you'll never get lost. So, but the thing is, everything is Chinese. That's the only issue. So I don't know how to change it. Hopefully that you know how to read Chinese. If not, then I'm sorry. So there's that. Then one thing as you mentioned is Didi also comes. I mean, Alipay also comes with built-in apps because everything is kind of super apps. So what you can do is actually you can look at all the apps that you can use, right? So the best use is basically looking at the transport and the travel. So you can see that Didi is there, so you can easily book it. You open this and actually has it within the application, so you'll pay for it directly in here. And then also making sure that all these are good. You can also book trips, etc. But I think the main function is the payment, because places do not even have change for cash. Let's just put it that way. If you don't have this type of payments, your credit card can decline, and they don't accept cash, yeah, you got a really hard area to live by. So that's it. Thank you very much. So that's it. Making sure you don't forget to get this application and attach your bank cards, because there has been instances where people say they had a hard time attaching it once they arrive in Asia, in China.